NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Sidney High School to bring you high school girls district semifinal basketball tournament action, where the Mechanicsburg Indians take on the BOTKINS Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Cross Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply Company, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, Securicom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry are fine sponsors here tonight at Sidney High School. Along with Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. A good tournament matchup here tonight between Mechanicsburg Indians and the BOTKINS Trojans. Mechanicsburg's Jeff, 22-2 on this season, undefeated in the Ohio Heritage North Division, their first conference title since they joined the league. They've won 7 in a row, including tournament wins over Russia in Missinawa Valley, and they have a couple good scores as well.
Yeah, they do. They're led by senior Casey Schiffer with just over 17 points a game, and also junior Grace Forrest just under 13. So a couple girls that can put the ball in the basket, and they've done a nice job. You mentioned 22 wins, only 2 losses, coming against a Jonathan Alder team and also against a Legacy Christian team. I know that Legacy Christian team is pretty good, and they gave them a battle, only losing by 11. So a lot of hope in this Mechanicsburg team. And again, they've got their leading scorer back in Schiffer, who missed all of last year as a junior with a torn ACL, was super as a sophomore, so she picked up right where she left off after even missing a year.
Their opponents, the BOTKINS Trojans, also having a fine year, 16-7, 7-5 in the Shelby County League. They've advanced with a win over Houston last Thursday night. And Jeff, a nice season for a very young BOTKINS team. They're
very young, and they've done a lot of it. Speaking of that youthfulness, they've turned the season around. They're 6 wins better than they were last year, and a lot of youngsters doing it. And the big contributor has been Carmen Euchre. She's a sophomore. She leads the team in scoring at 10. She also rebounds well at 5 a game. She distributes the ball, averaging nearly 5 assists a game. So she's got a lot of pressure on her, if you will, because a lot of teams like to play pressure defense. Her job is to handle the ball, distribute it to her open players, and she's done a nice job this year. And again, they've really turned it around. 6 extra wins this year compared to last year. A lot of youthfulness on the team, and they're looking at kind of a strong confidence game here, a chance to move on in a game they feel that they're very competitive with, and will look to bring their best tonight against a very good Mechanicsburg team.
Mechanicsburg number 2 seed, BOTKINS number 3 seed. Should be a good matchup. We'll return here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey BOTKINS, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sidney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back here to Sydney High School. They're doing the non-starters for BOTKINS. BOTKINS, a nice season, Jeff, 16-7, and they've only lost to some very good local teams.
Yeah, when you look at their schedule, 2 losses to Anna, 2 losses to Fort Laramie. Both of those are still playing. Those are league losses. They split with Russia, and then they also lost to New Knoxville and Bremen. The Rangers just beat the Cardinals for a sectional championship, so they've had some tough losses against some good quality teams. You just got to hope those gave them some good teaching points and that they can maybe use them tonight against a good MECHANICSBURG team.
Now we have the American Trim starting lineups first with the MECHANICSBURG Indians. You see it on the screen. Number 10, Lainey Wilhelm, a 5'6" sophomore. Grace Forrest averages 13 points a game, 5'6" junior. Danny Schiffer, a freshman, a 5'9" freshman. Their leading scorer, number 14, Casey Schiffer, averages 17 a game. And number 21, Morgan Hamby, a 5'8" senior. Head coach for the Indians, Chrissy Dodane. She's been in MECHANICSBURG for 10 years. Now for the Lady Trojans. And here's their American Trim starting lineups. McKenna Maurer, 5'6" senior, averages 7. Carmen Huker, first team All Shelby County League, 5'5" sophomore. Jill Gree, a 5'8" junior, averages 7. Boston Powell, also 7 points a game, 5'5" sophomore. And number 30, Aaliyah Johnson, sophomore as well. Head coach for the BOTKINS Trojans, Phil Groves, in his second year at the helm for the BOTKINS Trojans. Now let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, MECHANICSBURG, they like to play defense. They've done a very good job of that. They're going to get after it. They're going to play aggressive defense. They want to rebound the basketball, limit the Trojans to 1 and done, and have good teamwork, pass the ball, move the ball, help each other out. Whether it's offense or defense, they've got a good teamwork concept going on this 22-2 season. And for the BOTKINS Trojans, they want to be able to handle the pressure. They know it's coming. MECHANICSBURG plays very aggressive defense. They want to finish at the rim. They get some good looks, but they've missed a couple opportunities. They want to make sure they cash in and contain the dribble. Don't let MECHANICSBURG penetrate into the middle, and then they can dish out.
MECHANICSBURG with the tip as Morgan Hamby rolls one in for the first basket of the game.
Assist from Casey Schiffer. She's, again, penetrated the middle and got a kick out.
Able to break the pressure there. Shot up there by Aaliyah Johnson off the mark. MECHANICSBURG the other way. Shot up there by Forrest. Second chance this time by Wilhelm for the three-pointer. MECHANICSBURG up 5-0.
Well, a good start for the Berg, and they get an offensive stick back worth 3 points on that offensive rebound. Good start for MECHANICSBURG.
Greavy with the basketball, drives to the lane. It's tipped away. Schiffer with the basketball. That's Casey senior, pulls up, banks it too strong. Rebounds Huker. In some trouble there. Has it stolen away. Boston Paul able to come back up with it with the Trojans.
A lot of pressure. We talked about Coach Dodane likes to put pressure on the ball. They force another turnover.
Forrest with the basketball, pull up 15 in. Timeout BOTKINS. Coach Grove wants to regroup here. A 7-0 blitz for the Berg. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com. Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Back after the timeout, Botkins trying to regroup, handle that Mechanicsburg pressure.
Well, they caused another turnover and a lot of pressure defense. And I said earlier, Euchre's got a lot of pressure on her because teams play such aggressive defense. It's not fun when you have someone in your face trying to handle the ball. And Mechanicsburg has a lot of athletes, and they've been putting it on full court, giving Botkins a lot of trouble so far.
There's a steal by Botkins. Battles around, and it will be turned over to Botkins.
Give that first turnover there now for Mechanicsburg, as they've been playing clean. Botkins already with the 3 turnovers, and also a key offensive rebound for Mechanicsburg that they answered with a 3. So they've been playing very well offensively. And again, they're going to be triple teaming Euchre. She has knocked out 3 girls in purple. We're right here at the timeline.
And also for Euchre's troubles is she's pretty short, so you get her double team, she has to get around the girls, and
makes it very important her teammates, Dave, find an opening so when she gets in trouble they can help her.
There's a nice move, but it just rolls off. Rebound Mechanicsburg. Forced hesitation dribble through the lane, draws the foul before the shot.
For a nice drive on the other end, like you talked about, with Carmen Euchre going to the basket. Can't get it to drop. We'll see the foul here. Again, Mechanicsburg very aggressive. That contain the dribble. They just can't quite stop it. The foul goes against Boston Paul.
Camby's shot too strong. There's Schipfer. 3-pointer rims out. Rebound by Wilhelm, and she is fouled. Everything going Mechanicsburg way here is taking a look at our replay here, brought to you by Winners Meats.
Again, a couple rebounds. There as Euchre gets called for the personal foul.
Lainey Wilhelm, a 5'6" sophomore, misses the first foul shot.
46% shooter on the season, not her specialty. She's trying to make 1 of 2 here.
Makes the second, an 8-0 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Euchre trying to go through the pressure, able to break it. All the way over to Maurer in the corner. That is short. Ball on the floor. We will have a jump ball, and that will stay on the Botkins side.
Their first offensive rebound will give them another look. Just their 3rd shot attempt. Got a good look. Again, Euchre able to find Maurer, number 10, Maurer open in the corner. And Maurer's one of their better 3-point shooters on the season, Dave. Led them in the regular season with 38 makes. So Maurer very capable and shoots a very good percentage at 35. So Maurer definitely a key for this Botkins offense.
Johnson almost missed that pass. There's Maurer, will try another 3. Rolls off. Paul with the rebound. Not able to get it in. Casey Schipfer comes up with a rebound.
Botkins a couple looks there, can't cash in.
Forrest with a 3.
Well, she's her 2nd leading scorer for a reason. She's 2 of 3 from the field already, Dave. And boy, they have not wasted much time on the shot clock, have they?
They're a very good transition team. Maurer shot by Greavy, too strong. Another chance here for the Indians. Forrest will try to drive it back to Schipfer. Wilhelm will try a 3. Rebound there by Hamby. And another foul.
Well, another offensive rebound. That's her 4th offensive rebound already. Coach Dodane talked about rebounding as a key. Not for sure if she meant defensively or offensively. It doesn't matter. They've been excelling on the offensive glass so far here in the first quarter.
It's the first from Mechanicsburg's, their first conference title since they joined the Ohio Heritage Conference back in 2001. They're in the Ohio Heritage Conference North Division. As right now they have a 13-0 lead.
Excellent start, as you can imagine.
Maurer now triple team. Ball on the floor. We will have a jump ball. This time it will turn it over to the Berg.
You see the pressure coming. You mentioned triple team. That means Botkins needs to find the other teammates, if you will. There's only 2 other purple jerseys away from the ball. Easier said than done. Just have to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker before you get trapped right across the half-court line.
Wilhelm, they tried it there, get it in there. Nice tip away by Huker. 4 people on Greeby. Huker to Johnson and draws the foul. So chance here for Botkins to get on the scoreboard.
Now they need to look like this, kind of chance to catch their breath. This is maybe a lot faster than what they're used to playing. And give Mechanicsburg credit. They've come out in your face defense. They're up and down the court. They play fast, and they've been hitting their shots, so it makes all this go a lot quicker because they're in rhythm. So they're making shots, they're getting defensive turnovers, they're creating turnovers, they're going right back at it.
Leah Johnson on the line. She's honorable mention honors the Shelby County League along with Boston Powell. Also Carmen Huker with first team All Shelby County League, and there's the first point. Maybe that'll be a trigger to get, once they're off the snide, to go on from there.
They've had some decent looks at times, a couple, not many, but the free throw hopefully will get them going now. And I want to mention Kinley Top for Botkins. I think she came in a couple possessions ago for the Trojans. She wears number 2, and they're trying a little trap defense too, but Force able to basically outrun it.
Rouse, that is blocked by Botkins, but now stolen back by Mechanicsburg. Ship for the freshman, now to Roush. Forrest with the 3. Long rebound. Danny Shipfer came up with it now.
Boy, Grace Shipper's already shot 4 shots. She has a quick release, no doubt about it. She doesn't take long to get it off. She's ready, she's well balanced, feet set, she catches it, shoots it.
Good move there by the senior Casey Shipfer. Their 2 Shipfer girls are sisters. She will shoot a pair. Very good season. 17 points a game, 8 rebounds for the 5'7" senior, but she looks much taller than 5'7".
She does, and she also looks very strong. I mean, the arms, it just looks like there's definition, like she's actually put some time into the gym, if you will, with some strength training. She's left-handed, give her that advantage too. But a very good player, and again, coming off a season where she missed her junior year with the injuries, come back very nicely.
Nice move there by Huker as Carmen breaks the pressure. The sophomore will shoot 2, so we'll take another look.
Again, pretty quick ball handler, and foul there against Morgan Hamby, her first.
First team all league for Carmen Huker. She hits the first.
Huker, 65% free throw shooter on the season. Doesn't shoot a lot of 3-pointers. Her damage is done going to the line and getting buckets going to the glass. She makes both foul shots, but a pretty good field goal shooter at 44%, considering a lot of her buckets, probably high percentage of them coming somewhat into paint.
There's the steal by Botkins. Paul with the basketball. Picks up her dribble to Huker.
Boy, Mechanicsburg is all over, and even number 5 in there, Roush, very aggressive.
Kinley Top with a 3. Shipfer with the rebound. Forrest back to Shipfer. Draws another foul.
Good ball movement, good teamwork. Again, one of those keys that Coach Dodane talked about. They just don't have a lot of downtime. Watch it here. Is back and forth, cuts right to the ball, and Shipfer gets credit with 2 free throws.
It's the first. Shipfer was on the softball team last spring that ended up being state runners-up. They knocked off a very good Minster team in the regional finals in softball and then lost in the state finals. They have a lot of state players back in that. It was mostly a young team. She was one of the older players as a junior, but she hits a pair of free throws and a 14-point lead.
Botkins, a lot of basketball left to go. I think they just need to settle down. Mechanicsburg's come out on fire.
Shot off the mark by Top, and there's a steal by Top. Reach in foul. This time will be on Danny Shipfer.
Her first team's 3rd.
Seems like Botkins, when they're on offense, they have look, but they're shooting a little too fast.
Well, it's the tempo. I mean, Mechanicsburg has got everyone wound up tight here. They're running at 75 miles an hour, and Botkins doesn't maybe like to run that fast all the time, and kind of playing right now into the hands of Mechanicsburg.
Greavy, Johnson, too strong. Rebound, Schiffer comes up with it. That'll be over the back there on Jill Greavy.
Botkins has gotten some looks. They have not yet made a field goal. All their points have come from the foul line, and you mentioned just some rush shots and have not dropped, so you know that has hurt them on offense. No confidence right now and struggling on that end.
Roush, a freshman, handling the point guard duties.
And she's pretty quick as well. She flies around with and without the ball. A lot of movement she makes, Roush does, is very quick, so hard to defend and pesky on defense.
Roush will put up a 16-footer, rolls off. Rebound, Paul. That will go off the foot of Mechanicsburg. The Lady Trojans ball.
Mechanicsburg, you mentioned their style. They score 54 points a game, so that's a pretty good offensive average.
Very good defensive team. They're like in the 30s, and you had some stats on how dominant they've been.
Yeah, they've been very good on defense this year. Only 4 teams have scored more than 40 points against them, so they forced another turnover.
Oh, they actually, Botkins able to get it back.
We'll just call it a wash and not mark anything down Euchre.
Euchre to Johnson. Bumped. The bank's at home. The first field goal for Botkins.
Good balance by Aaliyah Johnson. There was some contact. Basically, the ball and the defender collided. Johnson, nice job keeping her balance, kind of bouncing off the defender and kissing it off the glass for her 3rd point.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mechanicsburg scored the first 13 points of this game. Still with a 12-point lead, and we'll have a travel.
5 turnovers apiece now for each team. Following up on that Mechanicsburg defense, I mentioned the 4 teams have scored over 42. Of them were teams that beat Mechanicsburg. 5 teams have scored in the 30s. 15 of their games, teams were held in the 20s as far as total points scored. So no surprise that what we're seeing tonight with this aggressive man-to-man defense, double teaming, that they've it's worked for them this year.
3-pointer off the mark by Euchre. Schiffer trying to drive, stopped by Maurer. Roush over to Wilhelm. So they work it around the perimeter, back to Schiffer. Thought about a 3, step back 3. Too strong. Battle for the rebound. Greavy's the stronger one on that.
Good job by the Trojans, limiting the Indians to just 1 shot. Need a bucket here. They trail by 12. Be nice for them to get it in single digits. Again, a lot of basketball left to go, but you like to get it down to single digits at the end of the quarter.
Greavy tried to post up, and she will be called for 3 seconds.
You get a little bit of extra time when you have the ball in the paint, but if you don't shoot the ball, once you kick it out, it's almost automatic because that extra time, if you will, has been expired.
Kinley Top checks back in to give Maurer a break.
And I believe it was Greavy that just off balance, had her kind of got spread apart so far, couldn't even gather herself. He were to muscle up a shot as much as everybody wanted her to. Just couldn't get her balance to force it up.
Tried it. Almost came up with a steal. There's Roush. There's Top with a breakaway layup, too strong. Roush will come up with it. Down to 18 seconds, tipped away by Johnson.
Well, that was a big play by the Trojans. Good defense. Kinley Top just a little too much momentum, if you will, going in and put up there kind of hard. That'd been those buckets you like to get. Again, now to cut it to 10. As you know, missed opportunity, and luckily they knock it out to prevent a shot. Madison Wendell in for the Trojans.
3-pointer off the mark by Wilhelm. Paul with the rebound, down to 9 seconds. Maurer up ahead to Wendell. 3-pointer there by Top. Rebound and a foul right before the buzzer. And Madison Wendell will shoot 2 for Botkins.
Well, she just came in the game, and she's going to put her free throw percentage on the line here. She's 100% on the season, the regular season, but only 5 attempts for the junior, but a big chance here to get that lead to 10 points.
Always odd when everybody's away from the lane. It's an unusual type of environment, but no time on the clock, so that's what you do as she hits the first. Take a look on the replay there.
There's the missed three-pointer in right place, right time. Yeah, obvious foul. Good job by Wendell.
Second attempt. She draws Botkins within 10 as we go to the quarter break on our First National Bank scoreboard. Mechanicsburg 17, Botkins 7. We'll be right back.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports, and 17-7 going the second quarter after a very tough start for Botkins. They've settled down a bit, Jeff.
Yeah, they got behind 13-0, so they've actually finished the second quarter on a 7-3 run. A nice move by Euchre. Oh, just off the glass or just off the rim. Tough break.
Forrest breaks out. She'll pull up for a three, in and out. Rebound to Wilhelm. Another offensive rebound for the Indians.
They had 5 offensive rebounds in that first quarter and turned those into 4 points.
Hamby underneath it. The rebound goes off of her. The Botkins basketball as Indians have cooled off a little bit on offense.
They have. They did a lot of shooting. They got 14 shots off. Only made 4, but they did their damage from the foul line. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Also, their 4 field goals, Dave. 2 of them were 3-pointers. Botkins got 13 shots off, only made 1 field goal, 2-pointer. So the difference kind of the game is the ability for the Indians to draw fouls in the act of shooting. They went to the line 4 times for 2-shot fouls, made 7. Botkins 0 for 5 from 3-point range. A decent job from the foul line, 3 of 4, but that's the difference so far. Nice move by Euchre.
Euchre trying to put up a shot. Wasn't able to get a clear lane. Just rolls off. Indians the other way. Forrest with another 3, and this time in.
Definitely not afraid to shoot. 6 shots already taken from the field. She's made half of them. Of those 3 makes, 2 of them already have been 3-pointers. She led the team in the regular season with 37 3-point shots.
Power with a drive, nice left-handed shot, banks it in. They're going to have to reset here as the net is tripped up here on Mechanicsburg, and they didn't stop it. It didn't matter as Schiffer drains a 3 on a net that was draped over, and a timeout on the floor by Botkins. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. You see Coach Groves trying to regroup again on another blitz going here by Mechanicsburg. They're up by 14 again.
Botkins had crept back to within 10. Looked like they had some momentum. Got a bucket to start the quarter, but now back-to-back triples have kind of offset that. So, again, a lot of energy by the Mechanicsburg Indians. They play up and down, and you know, it's just a matter of, I don't think Botkins is quite that level that they want to get into a track meet. So they'll try to regroup, and they're going to face a 2-2-1 press here. And again, very important that they find good spacing when they don't have the ball. Be ready to catch a ball from your teammate. There's a double team, and again, just simply cannot get rid of it before the trap happens.
Forrest to the hoop, draws a foul before the shot. Grace Forrest on the line, or no, she won't be on the line. It was a common foul, but no, she will be at a 1-and-1. Here's a 7th team foul on Botkins. You see the replay on the Winners Quality Meats replay.
Aaliyah Johnson picks up her 2nd personal foul, and this will be the first bonus opportunity for Mechanicsburg. As I said earlier, they had 8 attempts, so 4 times they went to the line in the first quarter in a shooting foul situation.
It's the first, averaging 13 points a game. She's their leading 3-point shooter going into the night. She had 37 threes. First team all-league last year. She misses the 2nd. Huker works off a screen to Greavy, in some trouble, but draws the foul.
Little pick and roll, and a great catch by Greavy, as kind of had to look at it over her shoulder, and then when she caught it, had to make sure she didn't travel. Ran in some business, but draws a foul on Casey Ship for her first.
Pass to Huker goes off her hands, but they caught a break there as Mechanicsburg caught it on the end line. So another opportunity here for Botkins. Down 15 here with. We'll take another look. And they got a break on that call. As you see on the replay, the player was off the line. Shot off the mark for Botkins.
She was off, but she had actually been out of bounds. I'm never real sure, but a 3-pointer by Grace Forrest. Sometimes when you leave the court and you're the first one to touch it back, sometimes I see that called, but nonetheless, Grace Forrest, who's been on fire tonight with her 3rd made 3-point shot.
12 points on the night, and now a 27-9 lead for Mechanicsburg. Huker with the basketball. Again, no seniors in this starting lineup. 3 sophomores and 2 juniors for this young Botkins team, and Greavy will be fouled underneath.
Danny Schipfer with the throwdown. She kind of grabbed, I think it was Paul, and just kind of pulled her down as those two were kind of jostling for position.
Mechanicsburg definitely a physical team. They got some good size and athleticism. Paul with the 3. Wilhelm on the rebound. There's Schipfer in the open court to Force. Those two have been the leaders in this offense. Force to Schipfer. Force is a junior. Schipfer is a senior as she gets the ball back. There's another 3 by Forrest. Huker with the rebound. Pulls up.
Got
fouled from behind. Carmen Huker will shoot 2.
Danny Schipfer, that might be her 3rd foul if I read this right. There's her 2nd. 2nd, okay.
So sophomore Huker back on the line.
2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3. 65% shooter on the season. Mentioned earlier, she leads Botkins-Dave in scoring at 10 points a game. Also 5 assists as well. So she distributes the ball. As you see another look there, the foul from behind against Schipfer.
Started as a freshman, had a very good sophomore year as well. She hits a pair. Draws the Trojans within 16. A lot of work to do yet. The Indians back on the attack. Wilhelm. Schipfer with the drive and in.
Did a nice job rearranging her body to kind of shield the defenders from behind and also get it a good angle to kiss it off the glass. So good job, good footwork there by Casey Schipfer.
Now we're back to Huker. Johnson in the block. Turnaround draws the foul.
Morgan Hamby will pick up her 2nd foul.
Hawkins has been able to get it in the post once they can get through the pressure, and it'll be a timeout on the floor by Mechanicsburg. 30-second timeout gives us a chance to remind you Grand Lake Health presentation of high school athletics on NKTelco Sports is being brought to you tonight by Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strips, Schruderman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schruderman Incorporated, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, St. Mary's Foundry. Our starting line is sponsored by American Trim, Keys to the game sponsored by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays being brought to you by Winners Meats, and on the First National Bank scoreboard, it's been all Mechanicsburg. They lead by 18.
Yeah, they've extended their lead here in the second quarter by outscoring Botkins so far 12-7.
This is sophomore Delia Johnson. This is the first of two. Johnson, along with 3 of her teammates, averaging right at 7 points a game, and then Huker averages 10. So a very balanced scoring attack for the Trojans this year. Johnson also averages 6 rebounds a game. Good sophomore season, as you see number 30 hits the second. Into the game, Elena Kramer, another freshman from Mechanicsburg. They have Hamby and Casey Schipfer are the seniors. Only seniors on this roster. Otherwise, a lot of mix of a lot of different grades. There's almost a steal by Boston Paul, but draws the foul, and that'll put Forrest on the line for 1-and-1.
Boston Paul will pick up her 3rd foul. She comes out. Kinley Top back in.
So Forrest, a junior, hits that. Talked about they had 2 seniors in the lineup. Schipfer and Hamby. Forrest is a junior. Wilhelm is a sophomore, and then Danny Schipfer is a freshman. As Forrest now up to 14 points and a 31-12 lead. Huker drives to the hoop and in. Nice move by Carmen.
Nice to see her finally get one to drop. She's had a couple looks on those type of plays. First time she's been able to score it.
Tipped away there by Greavy. Top comes up with a loose ball, and Huker back on the attack, trying to avoid the double team.
Again, Huker does a lot of her damage going to the basket and then drawing fouls and scoring from the free throw line. Not that she can't shoot 3-pointers, but most of her damage coming on penetration and getting to the foul line as well.
Johnson. Maurer had to gather it in. Huker in the lane, draws the foul.
Again, size-wise, probably 5'6", 5'7", that area. Not one of the taller, but she is quick and she is strong, has a good nose for the ball, and has the knowledge there to kind of go in, and the defender just did not have their arm straight up, and you force the issue. A lot of times you're going to get credit for being fouled, and she does. She's now 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Remember, she's only halfway through her high school career, just finishing up her sophomore season. Short on the second. In the corner, Wilhelm. There's Schipfer open again in the lane and in. Casey Schipfer with another basket.
7 points in a quarter, plus 4 free throws in the first quarter. She now in double figures with 11.
Maurer picks up her dribble, and that's tipped away by the Indians. Roush, Schipfer. Forrest thought about it, tipped away, and then able to get it back. Into the corner, Wilhelm with a 3. Once again, good movement results in a basket by the Indians.
They move the ball well. Everybody looks like they're a threat to score, no doubt. Wilhelm at 3 points a game, knocks down the triple.
Greavy, pull up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Indians. Roush. Into the corner, Wilhelm will try another. In and out this time. Huker the other way. Through traffic. Passes it off to Top. Greavy stolen away by Schipfer. Casey to the basket and in.
Easier shot there for Schipfer. She's left-handed, so the steal and the score.
Schipfer with 13, Forrest with 14, and 38 points this half for Mechanicsburg. Maurer back to Huker, lob to Johnson. In traffic, draws the foul.
More free throws for Botkins. That's been really their best offense as they've been having to, not been able to score much, if you will, from open offense, but gets the foul called. Again, number 23 Elena Kramer just not vertical.
Johnson with 2.
2 of 4 from the free throw line.
Now with 5 points on the evening. It's into the game, Madison Wendell, number 14 for the Trojans.
Johnson 63% on the season from the free throw line. As Dave mentioned, one of those host of girls that averages between 6 and 7 points a game.
In and out on the second one. Forrest, pull up. Rebound again, tipped away there by Kinley Top. Bucher with a basketball, using her quickness across the timeline. Maurer, a lot of 3 go. Back iron, long rebound by Wendell. Another chance for Botkins. Bucher thought about a 3, trying to get it down to Johnson. Wendell able to come up with it. Nice spin move, turnaround, jump ball and the rebound. And the Alder possession will give it to Mechanicsburg.
Well, the Purple Indians, if you will, have been all over the Trojans here. They fly people at the basket. You know, they send one girl's on the ball and they'll send another one at times and force you to find the open receiver.
Again, 22-2, and their record is not deceiving. They are very good. Forrest, Al Schipfer, Wilhelm.
I like it. About every time a girl catches it for the Indians, they, not every time, but for a high percentage of times, they look like they're ready to score.
Yep.
They're not just out there to catch the ball and pass it. They're
in the triple threat position.
Yes, and I mean, obviously Forrest, she has a quick release. She's able to get shots off, and there's a charge.
Good job there by Wendell. She drew the foul on Schipfer.
So it'll be a team control, so it won't be free throws, but there's Wendell, and yeah, pretty easy call. One of the few mistakes Casey Schipfer has had tonight. Now that is her second foul with just 26 seconds to go. But a heck of a first half for Mechanicsburg. 38 points, well on their way. Remember, they average 54, so they're on pace to top that right now.
Bucher, nice pass to Johnson, too strong. Roush, probably the shortest player, comes up with a rebound, and she's fouled. She'll shoot the 1-and-1 on the other end.
Another good look for the Trojans on the interior there. Johnson got it on the right side, just a little too hard with the shot. Didn't get a lot of backspin to stop it off the glass, and it just caromed off. But a good look, good entry pass by Bucher. 77% free throw shooter is Taylor Roush. Has not scored tonight, but she's been all over the court.
Wendell with the rebound to Maurer. 5 seconds. Bucher across the timeline, loses a handle. That will end the half. An impressive showing by the Mechanicsburg Indians as we go to the halftime break. On our First National Bank scoreboard, Mechanicsburg 38, Botkins 16. We'll be back with our first half stats when we return on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Welcome back to halftime here at Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. A very good performance by Mechanicsburg in the first half as they lead by 22. The first half numbers, Jeff Henson.
Sorry, Dave. They started off on fire. They did not let up. They played aggressive defense. They made some shots early on. They hit some three-pointers and they made some free throws and created a lot of turnovers. So officially, here's how it looks. Mechanicsburg 11 of 26 from the field. Of those, 6 of 14 from three-point range. Pretty good percentage. Botkins just 3 of 23 overall. Unable to connect on a three-pointer. And 10 of 13 from the line was Mechanicsburg. Botkins very good as well, 10 of 14. Rebounding margin in favor of Mechanicsburg. And turnovers about even, but just simple fact, Mechanicsburg able to put the ball in the basket, scored the ball well.
Pretty good, impressive showing, especially by their two leading scorers as well for Mechanicsburg. You see the student section there for Botkins. All dressed up.
They're not right, are they?
They're having fun. They're high school kids.
They dressed up, I believe, as Botkins last year when we were here as well. So maybe it's a nice little, good way to support the girls team.
Yeah, a lot of
come out and have some fun.
Yeah, a lot of the boys basketball team in that picture as well. So all the players are ready, but no officials. So
well, while I have a chance, then we'll go through our leading scorers in the game for Mechanicsburg. Grace Forrest with 14, Casey Schipfer with 13, 7 from Lainey Wilhelm, and 4 from Morgan Hamby. Their total of 38. And for Botkins, as the officials get a round of applause. Carmen Euchre with 8. Aaliyah Johnson with 5. Madison Wendell with 2 points, and McKenna Maurer with 2 for their total of 17. Talked earlier, Dave, in the first quarter when Botkins got behind 13-0. There was a lot of time left and tried to get the first quarter deficit down to 10 or less. It got down to 10. Started off the second quarter of the bucket, but boy, Mechanicsburg opened up with a couple triples and just didn't let up. And Botkins was not able to match the basket for basket.
Euchre's 3 off the mark. Schipfer with a nice rebound out to Forrest. Shot by Hamby. Rebound Euchre. Botkins 16-7, the number 3 seed. Mechanicsburg 22-2. Number 2 seed here at the Sydney sectional. Shot off the mark by Maurer. Rebound by Danny.
Continue again. Number of shots in the first half of the Trojans just have not been able to find the bottom of the net.
Schipfer short, and there's another rebound. A lot of offensive rebounds tonight by the Indians.
That's their 8th already, and they put a few of those back up for points, so they've done some damage on the offensive glass.
Underneath, Forrest is open for the layup.
She's having a nice game. 16 points now with a 5'6" junior. As Dave said, averaging just under 13 points a game, also averaging nearly 3 assists. So again, one of those players that can score, but usually draws a lot of focus on the other team's defense and can distribute the ball to an open teammate and help them score.
Euchre directing traffic, guarded by Wilhelm. Leading scorer for the Trojans is 7. Able to get the ball back. Pass to Greavy, tipped away, will stay with Botkins.
You mentioned the shooting, how Botkins has struggled, but then you look at Mechanicsburg in that first half, pretty good numbers, but 6 of 14 from the three-point line has helped them, and they're only a 25% shooting team from three-point range, so statistically looking, you don't think they shoot a lot of them, or don't make a lot of them.
You're right. So that one is short. That will go out of bounds off of Hamby. It'll be Botkins' ball. Yeah, you look at that. Yeah, they only shoot 25% on the season. Botkins 28%.
Yeah, and Botkins, didn't make any, but 43% from Mechanicsburg. That's a big part of that explosion they had. When you're not only playing aggressive defense but hitting down some big triples, that's extra points. Nice move
with the shot. Ball on the floor. We have a jump ball. Looking at that for the threes coming into the game. BOTKINS actually had more threes on the season, 107 compared to 103, but Mechanicsburg has moved ahead on that category after, well, we have up to 7 now.
Well, they had, yes, 6 makes in the first half for Mechanicsburg.
Schiffer with a basketball back, 15-footer. Money.
Again, ready to catch and score. It's just, it seems easy, but people don't do it as well as she does, and that's why they have trouble scoring. Again, double team, triple team, somebody's open.
Paul scrambling for the basketball. Johnson's open. Through a couple defenders to go out of bounds, so it'll be Mechanicsburg ball. First game tonight here at Sydney. Fort Laramie Redskins rolled on as like they have all season, 66-6 over Riverside, and the beat goes on.
Yeah, it was never close, and now these two teams will not play each other. It's not like Fort Laramie will play the winner of this game, but they do advance for another sectional championship.
And there's a steal by BOTKINS. Up ahead to top. Kinley to the basket, too strong. Out of bounds, it'll be Mechanicsburg ball.
Well, the Trojans have had some tough break opportunities. Kinley top one of them has had a couple looks at the basket, just too strong.
Wilhelm. Indians part of the Ohio Heritage Conference. They're in the North Division. There's Schiffer with a basket. Too strong. That was out of bounds. They won the North. First time they won a title since 2001. They're in the league. They were 16-0. They were 2 games ahead of West Liberty Salem, 14-2. Next in that division was West Jefferson, Fairbanks, Triad, Northeastern. A lot of these teams around the Springfield area, I think it's like a 5-county. The other division was won by Greenon. Then you had Catholic Central, Greenville, Cedarville, Madison Plains, and Southeastern. Just giving a flavor of who's in their league. As Huker is fouled, as some of those teams through the years, some of the MAC and Shelby County League teams have played these teams in other sports. Southeastern was a very good powerhouse.
Yeah, they had a couple of good girls teams, and I can't say the girl's name. I can't remember what it was, but she made a last-second shot or at the buzzer. I think they were playing Fort Laramie. I'm not sure who it was, but she threw it from, I think, the volleyball line.
Oh yeah,
the right side, all the way went in for the basket, and it was one of the things I remember. She went on to play at Cedarville University.
Yeah, they knocked off Fort Laramie a few years. About 10 years ago, they were a perennial regional participant in Southeastern. But right now, evidently, they're on hard times right now. And some of the other ones, West Liberty Salem is always a good team. Cedarville through the years in different sports. But
okay, you can made the. Sorry, go ahead.
Mechanicsburg, of course, right now with the softball program went to the state finals and looking strong here today. And there's a finish by Hamby.
Again, good ball movement. Hamby adds to her point total now of 6 and a high percentage shot, breaking down the BOTKINS defense. And again, they average 54 points a game, and that defense really forces everybody in the offense, in this case BOTKINS, to move without the basketball and help your teammates.
Forced hesitation dribble off the glass. There's Hamby. Good ball movement, Schiffer. Rebound, Greavy. BOTKINS still battling. It's a very good Mechanicsburg team. Paul with the basketball. Halfway through this third quarter. Greavy. Lob to Huker. Maurer with a 3. It's the first one for BOTKINS.
She's one of their better shooters, Dave, and had some looks early on. You wonder if those would have dropped, if that could have slowed down the flooding effect, but they didn't. Mechanicsburg, excelled, opened up a big lead to start the game, but good shot by Maurer, and they answer it.
Grace Forrest with another tray. She's now up to 19 points.
Her 4th made 3-pointer of the night.
Huker. Schiffer with another rebound. They all can handle the basketball as well.
Yeah, they do. Again, they all look to score. They all can handle the basketball when they're in need to handle it. And again, a fine squad for Christy Dodane.
She mentioned some of the comments that she emailed to them, that their teamwork is, none of them care about who scores. They really have great teamwork on the team. That's, I think, one of the things she's most proud of was how good they play together. There's Schiffer and one.
A lot of strength there for the left-hander. Good ball movement again. You mentioned the teamwork. I think 5 girls touch it. They finish off with the leading score, and at her advantage, she's left-handed, so she's going to take the foul right there, muscle through it, and what good ball players do is they get it up on the glass and give it a chance to go in no matter what. And she did exactly that. 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight so far on the season, 71%.
Into the game, the first action, Lydia Dietz, freshman, number 3 for BOTKINS. In and out. Rebound Wendell. That's tipped away. The BOTKINS basketball. Euchre will bring it up. Trying to work off the Johnson screen, now off the Wendell screen to the hole again.
Yeah, again, speed kills, and she was being hounded by Wilhelm and got a little bit of a pick, and when they kind of jumped the pick a little bit to help her get through, she found a crease, went right to the basket. Good move by Euchre.
Euchre now in double digits with 10. That meets her season average. For the first team all-league Euchre. Schiffer now driving on Euchre. Gives it back to Kramer. Ball on the floor. Will have another jump ball. That will turn it over to BOTKINS. Under 2 minutes ago here in the third quarter, and BOTKINS at 22. You had a stat before that hardly, there's been not too many teams get in the 30s against this squad.
Yeah, just 4 have gone over 40. 5 have gotten into the 30s. The rest, 15, have been stuck in the 20s, and that's where BOTKINS is at now.
Bauer loses the handle. They have a quick jump ball. This time turns into Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg won 11 in a row to start the season. Then they lost to Jonathan Alder. They lost later to Legacy Christian, a pretty good team that was in the regionals last year and had a very young team last year. So that's their only losses on the season, undefeated in their league. And there's a charge on Roush.
I think the second time, I think Wendell took the charge in the first half against Schiffer down here at that end. And Wendell, again, 14 sliding over, waiting for contact, and a good job by Madison Wendell. Never a fun task when you see someone coming at you and you know you're going to get a hit. The important thing is to bend your knees, sit down, and push back so you don't break your wrist. Well, slide on your rear end, and Wendell did a nice job picking up 2 charges against the Indians.
Euchre to Paul, that goes through the legs. Christy Dodane took over 10 years ago, has over 300 wins in her coaching career. She's been in other places. She won over 300 against Triad earlier this season. And she has her Indians playing some good basketball. Double team there, Roush able to get out of it to Wilhelm. Jones now in the lineup. Forrest thought about it.
Good ball movement. Wow.
Quick passing.
Yeah, they had some looks there. They just simply are well spaced. They make it difficult for BOTKINS in the zone defense to match up, and that time Wendell, though, won't be able to draw the charge until it's called for the hold. But good job by Mechanicsburg, really running clock now and forcing BOTKINS to defend.
Jones will inbound it for the Indians. There's Forrest with another 3. Rebound by Greavy. She's had a lot of tough rebounds. Paul through traffic back to Greavy. Jill to the hoop. Draws the foul.
I know the crowd from Mechanicsburg thought, wait a second, you just called one on us, but I thought Roush was there a bit late. Give credit to the Trojans. Jill Greavy, take a look at here, see what we can take a look at here. It wasn't clear straight on as Greavy kind of glanced to the left. Makes it hard to call a charge.
You usually don't get a charge unless you go straight through somebody. She misses the first one. Greavy averages just over 7 points a game, 5 rebounds for the 5A junior.
Scoreless so far tonight, so you know people that have been normal scorers have not been able to put points on the board. And
down to 20 seconds here in the third quarter. At halftime, it was 38-16 as they stretched that 22-point lead to 27 for the Indians.
Definitely this half taking more time off the clock as Wendell picks up her second foul, but they've slowed the tempo down a little bit. And basically, you know, they're up by plenty.
Get a look at some of the crowd from Mechanicsburg. A lot of travel. I know the parking lot was pretty full between Botkins and Mechanicsburg. Of course, the first game, Fort Laramie brought a lot of fans, as always, as they support their team. We'll have the Fort Laramie game on Saturday afternoon. They'll play at Troy. Roush will put up a three at the buzzer and bank it in. Taylor Roush. That's the way the night's gone for the Mechanicsburg Indians. 3 quarters in the book. They lead by 30. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Here's our replay at the end there. Roush just scrambles there, throws up a prayer and banks it in as the Mechanicsburg bench goes crazy, and why not, as they have had a great night as they go to the fourth quarter leading by 30.
That's impressive because she had the knowledge to know the clock was obviously running down, had the strength and the ability to, it wasn't a normal looking shot, but she was able to give it a chance to go in. Obviously, it's not a shot that she probably shoots regularly, but gave it a chance to go in, and good things happen when you hit a soft touch or attempt, and she gets rewarded.
Kennedy Dosick in the game, number 11 for Botkins, a freshman. Kennedy with the basketball all the way over to Greavy. In the lane, triple team. Back to Dosick. She'll let the 3 go. Rebound Johnson. Trying to battle for the next one. We'll have a officials timeout. Had some contact away, as looks like everybody's okay. Into the game, Morgan Hamby returns. Gives Emma Jones a break. It's Grace Forrest. It's had a big night for Mechanicsburg. Brings the basketball up. Hesitation drives. She does a nice job of that hesitation dribble. That's
the difference between a great ball handler and an average one. I mean, she shakes and bakes. She changes pace. She does. The defense has no idea what she's going to do. She keeps everyone off balance, and then she attacks the rim and picks up a foul.
Now with 20 points on the evening for the junior.
Had 14 points in the first half.
Rebound on the rebound there by Elise Wilson, or Kramer, I'm sorry. So Elena Kramer, a freshman. Mentioned several freshmen for these Indians. She'll shoot 2. Makes it. Winner of this game will play at Troy Saturday afternoon against the winner of number 3 seeded Cedarville and number 1 seeded Cincinnati Country Day. That's in the Monroe sectional. That's happening tonight as well. Bucher, another drive to the hoop and in.
Yeah, she's been very good at that tonight. And here, as of late, she's been capitalizing by putting the ball in the basket. And again, that's where she gets a lot of her offense. She's a 10-point scorer. You wonder if maybe she should, I don't want to say do it more often, but, you know, penetrate more and force the defense to stop you.
Mechanicsburg, Hamby, back to Forrest. They've slowed down their pace on offense.
Yeah, they have. They were on pace, you know, offensively. It was a much different style. Right now, they're consuming clock, very patient on the offense, usually taking anywhere from 30 to more seconds per possession.
Dosick almost came up with a steal, but she was on the end line. Mechanicsburg, the number 2 seed here. Shot looked like almost a pass there by Hamby. Paul with the rebound, or with the steal, I should say, is Paul dribbling the basketball to Huker. That will be an over and a back violation.
Again, just pressure, even out above the top of the key on the volleyball spike line. Mechanicsburg still pressure defense.
Kinley Top, senior, be finishing out her career here. She's had some quality minutes tonight. Right now, it has not been Botkins' night as they've run into a buzzsaw here at Sydney.
And it started right away. I mean, you talk about the 13-0 lead, just did not get off to any type of start they wanted. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, and then with Mechanicsburg putting the ball in the basket, that's what makes a difference in the game. And give credit to the Indians. They definitely started out aggressive and capitalize on the mistakes.
Wilhelm will shoot 1-1 here. It's just a sophomore. She had some big threes tonight. Johnson with the rebound. Top gives it up to Huker. Under 5 minutes to go. Botkins has had a very nice season. 16 wins. They've improved it 6 wins from last year. The question, they'll have a lot of people back. Can they make the next step?
That's another 6 wins. That would get them farther into the tournament trail.
As they'll go up and down, but it's turnover there is, you know, maybe not 6 wins, but can you move some of those teams they beat, that they lost to Fort Laramie twice, Anna twice, to Knoxville? Can they beat that next level of teams is going to be the question going into those next year. And a lot of those teams, especially Fort Laramie, is still going to be pretty good, as well as Anna.
Yeah, it's not an easy task. Those teams that you mentioned have been more times than not very good teams record-wise, and it is a little bit of a benchmark. You know, if you can knock one of those teams off, especially Fort Laramie or Anna, you know, that's given their history. It's like you don't care what type of season they're having. It's a victory. You'll take it any time, and that's a kind of way to benchmark your program. Nice move.
Nice move. Quick, smooth. Huker, heads-up play. Carmen Huker now with 14.
She's played quite a bit of basketball in her young career, and obviously it shows here. And again, not the most vertical player, if you will, but makes up for it with her speed and her quickness, and just drawing a foul and muscling through. That may not look like much contact, but sometimes a little tap in the arm, and girls or guys even will just kind of give up on it. You know, muscle through it, get that extra attempt here at the foul line.
She was first team All-League for a reason. Not able to complete the three-point play, but more than half of the Botkins points tonight. Roush thought about a three.
She can't already top the one she had at the end of the third quarter. She's, I already raised the bar pretty high. I think I'll just leave it go. And
that's a memory there that Roush had to hit that three.
She's already a freshman, so she's got a lot more chances, and probably some games where she'll have to take that shot and nail it down when it's maybe a little bit of a tighter game. Could be their next one, but a lot of basketball ahead for her.
Forrest, there's Roush. Fake, drive, too strong. Wendell battling for the rebound and out of bounds off of the Indians.
Nice move by Rouse. So you mentioned the ability to go at the basket. She didn't make the shot, but everything was fine. Maybe rushed it a little bit towards the very end, but quick with the ball, able to get around her defense, drive to the basket. And again, she's very aggressive even up on defense.
Maurer hands it off to Huker.
And maybe it's the glasses too, I don't know, but she looks like, I often will reference defenders that are in your face all the time, almost like an insect that you just can't get rid of, you know, that mosquito that just won't leave you alone. And she's she kind of fits that mold with her aggressive play and style. And coaches like that. Not everyone wants to do that hard work where it's you know, you might get bumped around and obviously maybe not score points, but when you can limit the other team's better player, you're doing your team a favor.
Forrest directing traffic here as Mechanicsburg is going to go to 23-2 and advance to the district final at Troy on Saturday afternoon. We'll have to pay attention to see how they do. Of course, the Southwest Regional will probably eventually, you have to beat Fort Laramie to get out of it. And Carlos Siegel's squad has had a great season.
Yeah, you talk about a team that plays aggressive defense as well, and Fort Laramie does that very nicely.
Schiffer shot off the mark. Into the game, Lydia Dietz back in. Kennedy Dosick. Carmen Huker will go out. Coach Groves putting in some of the other players. Emma Pax will come in, number 20, a sophomore. So they get a nice hand from the Botkins fans, as well as Mechanicsburg taking out some of their starters as well. So chance for both teams to get some tournament action as they inbound the ball before everybody was quite ready. I think Botkins had 6 players on the floor. Jill Griview will leave for probably the last time this season. Again, a very nice season for the Lady Trojans. Will finish the season at 16-8 with a lot of players back. Only 2 seniors on this roster. Kinley Top we've seen in this game. Also Madison Kirsten's not dressed tonight. So
I think they're talking about whether or not to assess a technical foul, possibly with 6 players.
They were 6 players. I'll say it's technically a technical. I'm surprised they, you know, it's do you want to follow the letter of the law or not? And I don't know if they have a choice or not, but if they have that, they had 6 players on the floor, mix up there, and you know, whatever it is, and referees have to call what's in the rule book. So Forrest misses the first, but Grace Forrest has been the star, as well as Casey Schiffer for the Mechanicsburg Indians.
Well, must not have been the right call then.
Yeah, definitely anticlimactic.
Yeah, it won't affect the game at all. But yeah, just a good Indian squad tonight. Coach Christy Dodane, as we've seen her teams come through this section before.
Yeah.
And they've had some good athletes and good players that we've seen them play very well. But this is probably, I think, the best I've seen.
Yeah, 2 years ago, these 2 teams played, and Botkins beat Mechanicsburg. The game that I know that we had on NKTelco Sports. Dietz with the basketball.
And Dietz, I saw her play against earlier this year. She plays primarily JV, but came into varsity as well. She's very quick. Not a lot of weight to her right now, but again, one of those little players that can handle the ball and plays really hard.
Pax with a shot, rolls off. Forrest with a rebound.
We see again here as Mechanicsburg has really slowed the tempo down, the pace. They're usually taking seconds, if you will, 20 to 30 seconds every time on their possession.
Kinley Top with the foul. Mechanicsburg will take off the remaining starters and players as they bring in several new players. They go to the happy bench, a lot of high fives as they'll be off until Saturday. As Coach Dodane, proud of what her squad has done here tonight. Forrest with another point. Grace Forrest, a very appropriate first name, Grace. She has played with Grace tonight.
But yeah, very job well done. Just a junior. Hats off to her. Excellent game.
Over 20 points tonight.
22 for the game. 14 in the first half, 8 in the second half.
Dietz will draw the foul. Just a common foul, only 5 fouls in Mechanicsburg. Mechanicsburg will do 23-2, Botkins 16-8. Drive by top, Pax battling for it. Emma Pax trying to come up with it, but will go to Mechanicsburg. Wilson dribbling it up for Mechanicsburg. Back to Hersey. Reese in the corner. That's on the end line, dribbled there by Wilson. Turnover to Botkins. Into the game, number 32, Holly Bueller for Botkins, a sophomore. So for the Botkins girls, their hope is the next time they're on a tournament floor, it's a victorious and maybe a little further along, and they advance to the sectional final this year, or district semifinal if you prefer, and then down there to Holly Bueller, and Holly will shoot 2.
Got a nice pass there. I believe it was from number 20. Nice job getting around defender, and then Bueller able to find the opening, but can't connect on the first one.
Also in the game, number 40, Trace Hendrickson. Number 44, Ellie Steinke, freshman and sophomore respectively. As Coach Groves, I believe, is able to get everybody in this ball game.
Yeah, both teams dressed 15. All 15 have played. Bueller kisses it off the bank board. They all count. Just get them in.
She's in the scorebook. And the crowd urges Hersey to shoot, and she does. Rebound there by Dosick. And they alternate a possession to the Trojans. And that'll be a 1-and-1 as their scores table try to get
possession
the referee.
error, I think, was
possession error was wrong. I don't know if they didn't flip it there, but nonetheless, it'll be Mechanicsburg basketball. So they advance to the district final. Reese with the 3. Macy Reese with the basketball.
Either that or Emma Violet.
They're both number 34. I think they alternate games, so we're not sure who. So Reese or Violet with the tray.
I'm going to go with Violet. They don't have a Reese in their stats, but so either way, a nice shot by a support player is going to get credit for a three-pointer. Didn't even hit the rim.
Nothing but
that is splash.
Bottom of the net. That's a splash. You're right. The Splash brothers would have been proud of that one. Lydia Dietz with a chance from the foul line, the freshman. Off on the first one.
Frustrated she missed that, her body language. She was a very good ball handler when we saw him play earlier this in the regular season. Very quick with the ball, did a lot of good things.
Hits the second one. She's in the book as well.
Obviously, all that's left, Dave, here is the final score, but Mechanicsburg averages 54 points a game offensively. They've really slowed it down here, but defensively, you know, they've held a number of these teams under in the 20s. You know, that might be probably a little thing defensively, you know, if you're the defensive coach per se, like keep them out of the 30s, but they're going to get Botkins a chance here to get to 30. So far, 15 games this season, they've held their opponents in the 20-point range.
Trace Hendrickson has a chance to get Botkins into the 30s here. She has 2 foul shots, or I should say that a 1-and-1. Hopefully 2 of them here for the freshman Hendrickson. Got the friendly roll, back of the iron, and then net. See if she can get the Trojans into the 30s. Sets her feet. Off the mark. Mechanicsburg here probably will dribble it out. Very impressive showing by the Indians here tonight. Coach Godane. Violet with the basketball. We found out that they will play Country Day with 1 tonight. over Cedarville, down to 8 seconds. Hendrickson comes up with a steal. Now to Dietz, down to 3 seconds. She'll put up a shot that will end it. Mechanicsburg Indians, a dominating performance on our First National Bank scoreboard. They win by 30. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports here at Sydney High School. The Mechanicsburg Indians dominate with a 30-point win, 59-29 on our First National Bank scoreboard over BOTKINS with the final numbers. Mr. Jeff Henshin.
As you mentioned, a quick start, a 13-0 run to start the game, and they continued and played very well throughout. They shoot 18 of 45 from the field, including in those 9 of 20, very good percentage from three-point range. BOTKINS just 7 of 40 from the field, only one made three-point shot in 14 attempts. Free throws relatively about the same. Each team shot made 14. Mechanicsburg attempted 23. BOTKINS attempted 25. Rebounding margin in favor of Mechanicsburg. And the turnovers BOTKINS had of those 14. A number of those, most of those I should say, came in early in the game in that first half when Mechanicsburg took advantage of it and went on to score in those opportunities. Leading scorers in the game for Mechanicsburg, 2 players in double figures. Grace Forrest with 22, Casey Schiffer with 17. Also scoring for them was Lainey Wilhelm with 7, 6 from Morgan Hamby, 3 from Taylor Roush, and 1 from Elena Kramer, and also a 3-pointer by Emma Violet there late in the game for their total of 59. For BOTKINS, 1 score in double figures. That was sophomore Carmen Yuka with 14 points. Also scoring for the Trojans was Aaliyah Johnson with 5, McKenna Maurer with 5, 2 points from Madison Wendell, 1 apiece from Trace Hendrickson, Holly Bueller, and Lydia Dietz, their total of 29.
BOTKINS ends their season at 16-8 overall. Mechanicsburg goes to 23-2. They will play Cincinnati Country Day on Saturday afternoon in the district final Jeff, I was looking at the keys to the game that Coach Dodane gave us beforehand. She emailed it. It really fits what happened tonight. Defense,
check.
Rebounding,
check.
Teamwork,
check.
Three-point shooting didn't hurt either.
Nope, that was a benefit. Considering her percentage coming in wasn't that great at 25. They did a little bit better than that tonight, but and Botkins shot a little bit worse, if you will, than what they usually do. So you add those two things together, Botkins drifting off to the negative end, and Mechanicsburg a little bit better on that other end where they're not normally as good. So that helped with this 30-point victory. But all in all, impressive game tonight by Mechanicsburg. A tough squad for the Trojans to face tonight.
And speaking of the Trojans, a very fine season. 16-8. We'd like to recognize the two seniors on the team, Kinley Top and also Madison Gersten. Congratulate them on their career and wish them good luck in the future. A lot to be proud of for the Trojans this year. A good season. A lot of players back for next year.
Yeah, they do. I mean, when you start with the nucleus, you have your point guard and Euchre, again, kind of like the quarterback. It's always good when you have someone that has that ability, and some of the other support players, these shots will drop for them, and they just didn't drop tonight. That'll help their efforts, and you know, and of course you have a fan base like that, who could ask for more? So good job by head coach Phil Groves in his second season.
And one of those Trojans, our player of the game tonight, the point guard, as you mentioned, sophomore Carmen Huker, with a good night.
She finishes with 14, and she had some opportunities in the first half. Couldn't get her shot to drop, but second half began to penetrate, drive, get the ball to go into the basket. She finished with a 14, and she had her work cut out for her with that aggressive Mechanicsburg defense hounding her the full 84 feet of the court. Made it difficult. She kept her composure and showed signs where, you know, no one could stop her. So fine performance for her, and a very difficult Mechanicsburg team. She's able to muster up 14 points. Congratulations, Carmen Euchre.
That'll wrap her up from here. We'd like to thank our crew tonight, on director Bryce Hamrick, assisted by Scott Robinson. On camera tonight, Mark Fissel, Jacob John, and Nolan Emerson. For my partner, Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Konacki. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.